Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Bum-bum-ba-dum-bum. Hello, hello. Oh. So I figured we could do a fish talk. Just my face looks so buffy. Buffy. In this fish talk, I think we need to kind of discover the fuzz is up with this energy, this attitude, this is like everything. Everything. Sorry I had to go so abruptly a few minutes ago. I had to set some bitches straight. No, I'm joking. They're so not bitches. I had to make sure for appointments for my brother. Okay. All right. So, yeah, speaking of bitches, Joy is being such a bitch. Such a bitch. She's in heat. And I'm like totally rethinking. Bitch. She's still growling. Bitch. Come here, Joy. 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 Come here, girl. Got the Joy. I got so sick of this girl. Y'all, hold on. We had to have a little argument. So she's in heat, and we hate the world. I'm joking. We riled up. We don't know who to direct this at. We don't know what's going on. Right, Joy? We're just annoyed, and we don't know what's going on. I think she's a Pisces, too. And yes, she's in a diaper. She's in a diaper. Does she look satisfied? Right? You told them, girl. You told them, huh? You kept him from coming in the room. You told him good, didn't you? Her face. Her face. Oh my gosh. So I dreamed of a large black cobra in kitchen, trying to slither past me. I kept pushing it back in the corner behind a fridge with a broomstick. My girl and dog knew and were around as well. Oh. Were you scared? Because I'm wondering if did it feel real? Or did it feel like it was just a crazy dream? There's a lot of crazy dreams that have been going on lately. I don't really feel afraid of my dreams. Last night was a crazy one. Like, I was scared for a good, second. Had to do with a ghost. It was just like a very subtle, Japanese horror movie type. Like The Ring type for a second. It had to do with a closet and a sweater. And I woke up and was like, oh, that was scary. And then I went back to sleep. I went back to sleep after that. I don't know, the energy earlier today was perfectly fine. It was perfectly fine, but then I don't know if maybe something shifted. I know there's been an attempt, multiple attempts, nonstop attempts to try and irritate me since last week. since last week, and I've kind of just been deflecting it for some time now. I don't think it's an individual. Excuse me. Like, I don't think it's a human being. I love you. Doesn't she look so satisfied? I think her issue is that she had a little bit of separation anxiety from me. She went to go visit someone else for a few days without me. And so, she was just like, where the fuck is my mom? She was so sad. And then when she came back, she realized that I was all buddy with Shiva, our big dog. And then she was just pissed at everybody. She's just pissed at everybody. You just wanted some little loving, don't you, huh? Some loving. Some loving. That's all you wanted? That's all she wanted. That was it. Oh, that was it? That was just it. Oh, you guys, I think the collective energy just kind of needs some like cheek kisses and cuddles and soft whispers. Oh, that's what it is. Oh! Oops, wrong person.
Do it again.
Wrong person.
Hey, what about that cake that's baking? Take it off.
Is it turned off?
I just turned it off.
Yeah, you could take it out and let it cool down. She was like, oh shit. It's the wrong person. It's the wrong person. You almost died right now, Joy. You almost died. You're walking the box at the wrong person, Joy. She don't give a shit. She's like, look, I had to make sure my mama was safe. Yeah, she's been in a weird ass mood, probably because she's hormonal. So I had this theory. Our big dog is fixed. She got fixed when she was way younger. And now I kind of have this theory of like, Joy needs her ass fixed. That's my theory. Because I was over here thinking like, maybe we can find her a boyfriend and I could be a grandmother. Or maybe we just get her fixed and save a shelter dog from the shelter when we're ready for the next dog. I don't think I'm going to be ready for another dog. I feel like I'm just, look at this girl. She is just digging the shit. This is an air mattress, right, Joy? Have you guys ever met a dog that intentionally bites her nails into sharp points? Have you guys ever seen that before? So I don't know if she's paying attention to our cat's nails. Because he'd be clawing the shit out of her when she pesters him too much. He'll dig his nails into her. And I know she feels it because she takes off running. Okay, so your pit does it? She's not just cleaning her nails. She is legit filing them. Joy, come here, girl. Here, you want some? Come here, Joy. Joy, come here. Come on. Joy, come. Right here. Shh. Right here. She is dragging her fucking body. Hold on, you guys. She is doing an army crawl. Like, girl, when I say come, I don't mean take your damn time. You see that? Hold on. Okay. Those are not natural points. Where's the other one that you... Oh, you lost your touch on that, huh? Because I'm not with you? You bite your nails like that to protect me? Them shit be like points. I'm not even joking. Hold on. They're all filed down. No, she's not trying to trim her nails. They literally will be like daggers. Those are very blunt compared to what she usually does. I don't know. I don't know if she's confused, thinking she's a cat and her nails are too like dull, and my cat is confused, thinking he's a dog because he comes when you call him. He comes. She's always done that. She's well, I feel like she didn't bite her nails because she was separated from me for a few days. My son took her with him out with his friends, so I think that's why her nails are not sharpened. But she be sharpening them usually. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. Do you guys think it's stress? Because I don't, even when she's chilling, I know her having accidents in my brother's house is to piss him off. She didn't do that shit in the RV, at the farm. That was not stuff that she was doing. And I'm just like, girl, I'm really sick of your shit. Because what ends up happening, if she goes potty in the house, guess who steps on it? Guess who finds it first before everybody? Guess how I find it? I step in it. I'm just so sick of this shit. So I don't know, but going back to the energies, I don't know. Maybe she's sensitive to energy. Maybe, I don't know. I was thinking it might be too long. I was trimming it for a while. I was trimming it real short. And she would still do it to that too. So I finally gave up. I was just like, fine. Fine. I'm not going to give you an even more stable fucking dagger to dig into me. I don't think so. Over grooming a cat to deal with stress. Do you even know who you're responding to? Joy. Shh. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm beeping her. Sometimes she just needs to know that she is fucking up. She's not fucking up. I don't know. Going back to the energies again. The energies are just weird lately. They've just been super weird. I feel like I'm trying to give myself permission to kind of just be even kind of I don't know what it is though. Maybe you guys can help me figure out what's up with my own attitude. Joy's attitude will probably be sorted out once I sort out my own attitude. But yeah, I don't know. I knew she was sad. I'm exhausted lately. Oh, strong. Need to sleep just after midday. I'm super tired too. Like no matter how much sleep I get, I was tired all weekend. The only time I wasn't tired and super energized was when I unboxed my Endarin, which is beside me. So I wonder if Pisceans are just hypersensitive to additional shifts that are occurring. And these shifts are accelerating. Look, collaborative dreaming. It seems like everyone else is asleep, but Pisceans are waking up. And because Pisceans are feeling much more sensitive, it's an increase in sensitivity, definitely. But it feels like the energy is swirling around those who are aware of it. Card number 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. This kind of tells me like the whole swirling thing, flying around of the leaves, just lots of different ways to interpret it. Like even right now, I'm feeling super sleepy. Suddenly, like super de duper sleepy, super de duper, super de duper. I don't really know how to make sense of it. I don't know if I need to make sense of it, to be honest. I feel like it's maybe just one of those things where it's a part of my process and I need to just chill the F out. Let my process do whatever it needs to do and just flow with it. Are you guys struggling as well? And see, that's the thing. It's not even really a struggle. It's more like just annoying. Like just annoying that, I don't know. I can't talk about that topic, Lao Tzu. Channel's already in trouble. Said too much. And if you guys want to continue to be able to watch me, I need to not. We can talk about that kind of stuff on my Facebook. I don't give a shit if that one gets took. There's just so much stopping of certain things being talked about. I can't even speak in my normal vernacular because then whatever. And what's funny is I'm not even really diving into anything, any types of specific things. It's just certain words, you know? Oh, she said this word. Disrupt the video. Adam, do you mean on Facebook? Like social media? I'm sensing and seeing tons of spirits, vivid dreams, sleeping longer than normal. Like the energy is intense right now. It's intense and it feels almost like a sedative. Yep, that's definitely gone. And if you guys are watching the recording, not here in the live video, you're going to have to look at the chat, the live chat, to see what I'm referencing because I'm not going to like say it outright. How old is your daughter? And 20. I don't know. I don't necessarily feel like I'm being challenged outright or that any attempts to access me are remotely close to successful. It's just some weird ass shit. Ooh, I've been dreaming some of my exes. Are we in another fucking retrograde? I'm just saying. Hold up. Let me hold up. I gotta see what the fuck's going on. I subscribed to some random ass let me see. Okay. For November 25th. Today's moon, the moon is in Aries. There is no void moon today. The moon is waxing and in its first quarter phase. We are between the first quarter moon that occurred on the 21st and the full moon lunar eclipse that will occur on November 30th. Ooh, what? Okay, hold up. Let me see. Mars is not retrograde, but is in its post-retrograde shadow. Fuck, that's probably why. So current retrogrades are Chiron, Uranus and Neptune. Let's see what they say for Pisces. Transits influencing the first half of the day can stir up some doubt, dear Pisces, and you might find that people are unpredictable emotionally. Aim to keep your mind wide open now to minimize frustrations. I do feel frustrated. That aim to keep your mind wide open. That failed. I probably should have read that earlier. Thank you, Lacey. Yeah. Black Cobra passing by is overcoming obstacles. Why did I block it? Well, you said your girl and your dog were there, so maybe the people who represent those that are closest to you are not comfortable with you growing in the way that you are needing to grow, so you block it. That's a definite possibility. Exes have been contacting you. Is that what I'm feeling? Is that what I'm feeling? Like, people who are once connected to me are attempting to reconnect. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be an ex-romantic person, a romantic ex. Or, sorry, now I'm I'm baconing her, which doesn't hurt. It just vibrates. That's what it does. I don't know what it is. I honestly don't know what it is. So maybe it's people that I used to be connected to, because really the only time I want to know something but can't seem to figure it out is when I don't want to know. Where I guess I can feel it on some level and I just don't want to know. So I don't know what it is. Yesterday I cried most of the day. Today I'm just pissed. No idea why. Well, I didn't cry yesterday. Yesterday I felt annoyed. Like, annoyed. I had asked, because okay, we're at my brother's house. He's single, childless, bachelor guy. We took over his bachelor pad for some time now. We took over as we're nursing our other brother, and all my other nieces and nephews and siblings and all sorts of people are coming for the holidays, and I started moving all his furniture around. I first told him in the morning that, oh, we're going to move your couches to your main living room. At which point he said no, because they are heavy as fuck. Like, hold on. This right here. See how heavy that is? That's actual, like, don't mind the wires. That's actual fucking, I don't know what, it's a big ass slab of stone. And this is solid wood. And he has couches that match that. And he said, no, we're not allowed to move it. And I said, fuck you. You're going to be at work, so you can't do shit. Oh, shit. Oh, girl. Where the fuck did that come from? That's how that went. And then he came home to the sight of my son and my nephew moving stuff. I was just like, what? You're the one that volunteered to host everything. So we cleared out this room, and we have all of these like inflatable mattresses on the floor, and I was just pissed for the rest of the day. Yeah. And he was like, no, shut up. Shut up. Yeah, no, so the couches are up there. They're primed for socialization. And then, I don't know, I was fine when I went to bed. It was nice. My husband and I have been sleeping on the couch. So we haven't actually been sleeping beside each other for a few months. And I will say it was nice, like sleeping beside each other. You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but you know what I'm saying. It was nice. So I woke up in a good mood. I woke up in a good mood. I'm not too sure um, what all of this energy is. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what all of this energy is. I really have no reason to be irritated. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Daddy, do I have a reason to be pissed today? Or is it's hormones? I gotta ask him. It's hormones. What is it? What is it? Yeah, I don't fucking know what it is, you guys. I'm just trying to figure out what is this about. I'm wondering if maybe I have no reason. You should be good. And if I'm not, I'm joking. Moon is in Pisces. Is it? Someone need to grab that Pisces, check the shit out of her because fuck that shit. Check that Pisces moon. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't even know how to read any of this shit. What does any of this mean? Okay. So in the first part of the day, this is for Sagittarius since we just entered into Sagittarius season. Emotional problems can be on the touchy side, dear Sagittarius, and you seem to need more space on this level as usual. Demands from others can be a bit too much or distracting. Maybe I'm pulling in Sagittarian energy. Aim to identify areas that require adjustments so that you feel more in control. I think, and I'm kind of just making an assumption here. I think at this point, what set me off earlier, because again, I was in a good mood, was when I was doing a reading for Pisces and someone was in the comments asking about when's Taurus getting a reading. Never. To me, it was like, how is that appropriate? You want me to stop this entire flow of this fucking reading to answer your question? And this is me being unreasonable because they asked really nicely. They asked really nicely that I was trying to temper that shit down because it's like, girl, don't be too much of a bitch. They weren't being like, they were respectful in their question, but I was just like, bitch. And that's what fucked it up because I was planning on doing readings for everyone today. And now I'm just like, fuck, no, I'm not. How about that? How about that? And I think I'm annoyed with myself, to be honest. Because, girl, why the fuck you tripping? Like, you didn't. Obviously, no one can force you to, do readings that you're not feeling, So, why you tripping, boo? Tell me why I should be tripping. Yes, it was disrespectful. Yeah, it was rude. It was annoying. But maybe they don't be knowing. And in that case, this is where my mind goes. My ADHD totally jumped all over that. Well, if she don't be knowing, then why is she asking you like you owe her some shit? I'm just saying. Yeah, we all have to give ourselves permission to kind of just process and be honest with how we feel about certain things. I'm wondering if maybe that's what kind of set off this whole like series of emotional things. I mean, I was so emotional, I ate my feelings afterward. Well, afterwards I had a session, but after I finished my session, I went and ate my feelings. I just got to show you guys. Okay. Grain-free, dairy-free blueberry pancakes. Okay? You don't know what that's about. Boom. That's what that's about. Okay? Fresh blueberries. Fresh blueberries. I'm just saying, I got no reason to be upset at this point. I already done ate my feelings. I ate a ton of it. A ton of it. I think I ate like 6 or 8 pancakes. Big ones, the size of a plate. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you. No, it wasn't you, Chris. It wasn't you. I never got a chance to do the Taurus readings. You've been on my mind. Not a bunch, but you do pop up, and I'm like, oh, I was supposed to do a reading for Chris. That's why I was thinking of doing readings today, and then someone just went and fucked that up for me because I am not evolved or strong enough to not be annoyed with that shit, you know? And that's my own problem. We're not talking about like I'm complaining about someone else. I'm talking about my own fucking issues. I should be able to move forward from that easily, but I don't. I'm eating kimchi noodles with mushrooms, green onions, added kimchi inside of boiled eggs. Okay, y'all, this might be TMI. This might be TMI. Hold on. I got to find the exact lyrics. Hold that. Let me find the lyrics. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Okay. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I was like, what the hell did she say? I don't even know if it's in this song. So, what came to mind was Cardi B's song WAP. You guys need to find the lyrics, and at the very end, she talks about macaroni in a pot. Y'all, it's just too much. It's too much. Yeah, Danielle, if I feel like you're forcing me to, and I'm kind of weird like that, like I feel like someone forces me to just by simply asking. And it's not that I don't want you guys to ask, it's the energy behind it that I get sensitive about. Earlier today, it was not the energy behind it that I was sensitive about. I was just being a brat. There was nothing wrong with her asking. I don't even remember who it was. It was a little rude and ill-timed. But I need to continue working on certain things within myself. I don't like kimchi. I don't like kimchi. I don't. Don't. Yeah. I tend to not want to eat much of anything Asian, to be honest. Because they have the good shit. I can't do soy sauce. I can't do rice. I can't do a lot of the shit that they enjoy. Yeah. I'm reactive to all that stuff. I've been eating everything inside. So yeah, been experiencing that too. My pants are tight. My loose pants are tight. and it's causing me to have 2 stomachs. Don't ask me about the boobs. Um, my first time trying the noodles, just wanted something new. Oh, you might like it. A lot of people like kimchi. I'm just weird like that. It's like, you know what it is? This is what it is. My mom loved kimchi. And she used to try and make me eat all sorts of shit as a kid. Even as like a teenager, she used to try and make me eat like all this Asian stuff. And Danielle, what happens if someone tells you to do something? What happens with that? Exactly. So all this stuff that and I don't know. I just keep switching back and forth. My youth, I thought pickles were the most disgusting thing ever. Just disgusting. You fucking savage eating pickles. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. And then I don't know what I went through, and suddenly I couldn't get enough. Like, that was years ago. I think I was like 18 or 19. I would order, check this out. I would order a double Whopper with an extra patty, bacon, extra pickles, like it's another patty on its own type of thickness of pickles. And I continued that for quite a few years. And then sometime this year, I'm just like, oh, what the fuck is that? It's a pickle? So I'm back to hating pickles again. Not hating, but I just don't want it in my food. Yeah. Excuse me. They say that we change every 12 years. Every 12 years. How old am I? Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I think I'm 42. I think. I'm very weak in math right now. I'm still upset. I've never ordered Grubhub. Never. I've never ordered Grubhub. 41. I'm 41. I've never ordered Grubhub. Sometimes my eldest, who has his own company, he chooses to order Grubhub. I'm like, you a bougie mofo, aren't you? I don't have Grubhub. I have what? What users chat experience? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Just feel exhausted by the world. Feel exhausted. Super duper exhausted by the world at large. Okay, let's see. When I was pregnant, I used to eat pickles and spicy beef stick. Oh, that's a fucking combo, girl. I used to love dry salami, extra dry salami wrapped around a pickle spear paired with salt and vinegar chips. It's like death by sodium, but it was so good. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm very lucky because I have a Friday. He's my Grubhub, Uber Eats, everything. He my everything. Can you turn on the light, Daddy? Let's see. I love bread and butter pickles. What? Oh, that's the shit my mom used to eat. Bread and butter pickles. And I was like, you're a savage. I mean, I come from a culture where like they suck out the eyeball of the fish in the fish soup. but that's apparently the best part. Yeah. I've never eaten dog or cat before. I would like to think that I've never eaten it before. I don't remember ever being led to feel like I've eaten it. I don't know. I don't know. That's just fucking disgusting to me, personally. If that is a delicacy to your culture, I hope you enjoy your food. I hope you enjoy it. I just personally, I don't think I would eat it. When I was little, even as like an adult, before I became vegan for a while, I used to eat and enjoy dinuguan. That's like it's kind of like a stew. It looks black. Hold on. It just makes me feel sick now. I'll show you a picture. Okay. That's what it looks like. Look at that, okay? That's what it looks like. That's a very common dish prepared in so many different households. Oxtail is good. Diced pork. So it's pork, okay? Usually I think they use like pork belly, and they also add in, if I'm not mistaken, the spleen, intestines, also the ears. The black part is not bean, is not mole. That's what blood looks like when you cook it. That's pork blood. It's pork blood. Teresa. Yeah. If y'all think I'm fucking around, hold up. Hold up. Read that. Dinuguan, pork blood stew. It's pork blood. You got some peppers, yeah, haggis. You know, I mean, different cultures prepare it in different ways. It could be tasty, but I don't know. I'm just. My thing is, I just thought about some of the topics that are coming up about. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You guys know what that is? It's. I don't want to say it. It's gonna be pretty gross. And I was just thinking about like, wow. Wow. That's just gross. I don't know. Maybe I'm working my way back to veganism. I can't sustain it though. I definitely can't sustain it. I know I watched this like traveling cooking show. I forget who even it was. It's always some man. It's always some Caucasian man that travels to all sorts of places. I mean, there's so many of those shows at this point. I don't know which Caucasian man it was, but he traveled to somewhere, I think in Thailand, and they have something similar, except the blood is not cooked. It's just blood. Was it Gordon Ramsay? I'm not sure. It might be. You know what? I think it might be Anthony Bourdain. I think it's Anthony Bourdain. But it wasn't even. I'm not even freaking. I'm not even faking it. Like, I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to say that my eating is the best eating and everyone should eat that way. There's just certain things that I'm just like, oh, no, no, I wasn't ready. Yeah. That type of thing, I can't. I can't. Yeah, let's come um yeah, Filipinos can eat quite a bit of like crazy shit. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. I'll just say, yeah, this is a crazy shit. um, cheese with maggots, dude. We just, yeah, keep going, guys. What else? Maybe y'all can make me vomit. Maybe y'all can make me vomit. What other foods? Ooh, have you guys heard of? Excuse me. Balot. Balut. Let me see. It's a street food. Y'all gonna be fucked up. Y'all gonna be fucked up after this. This is another Filipino street food. Fuck that shit. Okay? Call me whitewash all you want. Fuck that shit. Yeah, no, I'm good off that shit. It's like a duck embryo. It's a fertilized duck egg. And yeah. Did you see the one this tree people eat like the tree worms in the middle part of the tree? Oh, no, I haven't seen that. From the street, like street food, street vendors. Yeah, street vendors. I just distinctly remember a family member was eating it. I must have been like 7 or 8 years old. And they were eating it, and then it was like you hear kind of like crunching. Not super loud, but they're like, oh, they waited too long for this one. Are you kidding me? Woo! Yeah, yeah. Yeah. It's just gross. It's gross. It's some gross ass shit. I can't do that. I like, yeah, no. I can't. I can't do those types of foods anymore. Like, I maybe I am becoming vegan again. I don't know. I don't even want the fucking muscle. Oh my gosh, your sarcasm bot broke. What else do you guys want to talk about? Let's talk about some shit. Let's talk some shit. Talk shit. Talk shit. What else do you guys want to talk about? So there's some stuff that Michael brings up, but I mean, I don't know if I want to actually talk about that. What's the date today? Let me just look at the date. So by this coming Saturday, 2, 4, 5 days, we will be entering the 2-week period that precedes a portal date. So November 28th is 2 weeks exactly before the 12/12 portal. I'm assuming that this week, the time building up to the beginning of the opening, things are going to ramp up even more. Yeah, Teresa, see, Schumann resonance has been in a lull the last few days. Be prepared for a spike soon. I feel like we're prairie dog. That, I'm just TMI AF today. I feel like the collective energy is just prairie dogging, where we're trying to fit through a hole. Okay, I'll stop. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it without being like that. um, exactly, Adam. Exactly. Isn't there meant to be a big event or shift portal 2112? Allegedly. It's prairie dogging. Okay, so I think of prairie dogs. They pop up out of their hole, they come back down. They pop up, come back down. And it's almost like it dilates, it closes. It dilates, it closes, you know? So that means we're getting short bursts of energy right now to kind of prime the portal as it's starting its opening. All right. So, yeah. The question about DNA automatically activating is it's unique for each person. Some people will, some people won't. Most people won't. Most people won't have it go active because they're still in denial of their process and themselves. And I hate to say it, but most of the people who are in denial are the people who make the types of statements like "I've done the work," the "I don't need to be tested anymore." Those are the people who are stuck in cycles. Let's see. What should we expect from coming portal? Well, if you're sensitive to energy, you can definitely expect to have some sort of experience that feels similar to vertigo, a lot of like swaying, um, a lot of inner ear type stuff, imbalance type, dizziness. I just heard shortness of breath, not the whole time, but you might experience some shortness of breath here and there. Um, there's also shifts in sleeping patterns, eating patterns. Those can be disrupted. Either sleeping way more than usual, eating way more than usual, finding it hard to sleep at all, having zero appetite. It's just kind of extreme changes. For some, ooh, what the fuck is that about? I'm told you could develop skin rashes. Why? Hold up. Let's see. All right. It doesn't say. So here is my thought on the skin rashes. I know that when your body is overloaded with toxicity, it will try and excrete the toxicity in the fastest way possible. Oftentimes, that's done through the skin. When people have eczema, they've probably reached a point of toxic overload for their organs, especially their excretory organs. So, liver, kidneys, the organs that filter. That usually ends up with rashes. usually right in here, near the ankles, backs of the knees. Those are usually places where you sweat, like it stays moist because your arm is bent or whatever. But yeah, um, definitely possible quick purging of toxicity. Skin rash from one ply of toilet paper. Yeah, you could also get the run, so that's definitely a possibility. Unfortunately, your joke might be true. That sucks. That sucks, bro. Sorry for you. But yeah, just all sorts of different things that can manifest from it. Call me crazy, but I like all the ascension and activation side effects, even when they're uncomfortable. That's not crazy. That's not crazy at all. I know it's off topic, but there is stuff going around that yes, they do, Chris. Yes, they do. They interfere with the natural. I can't say it on the live stream. Teresa is answering for you. Yeah, there have been experts. I don't know how they're an expert. They're an expert in computers, not even really that, but apparently they're an expert and are qualified to talk about that type of subject matter. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, someone can you write in the comments who I'm talking about? I have a video that I was going to post on my Facebook page of this person talking about the very thing that Teresa mentioned, which answers your question, Chris. Yes, Melissa A. Yes. Yeah, that's the person right there. That's the person right there. Why would someone like that need to talk about that subject matter? They have no degree in that. Know what I'm saying? Um, I did some reading not too long ago, and it had to do with things that were purchased by that individual, and it affected children in India and Africa. Does anyone in the audience know what I'm talking about? And they were actually ousted from the country. They're not allowed to do that anymore. It has to do with yes, Ramon, Africa and India. A lot. A lot. I still remember when I had my first child and I was still like really in the whole program thing. I totally believed in it. I mean, that was a period in my life where I had to what I thought was just temporarily pause going to school because I was prepping for medical school. I was prepping to become um, a doctor and then a cardiothoracic surgeon with a secondary emphasis in neurology. That's what I wanted to do. And I thought that it was a beautiful thing that the diaper brand that I was purchasing for my child, and it's the more expensive one, it's the one that the hospitals use. And on the packaging, it says one package purchase equals one gifted abroad. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And so I would purposely purchase that. My poor ass would purposely purchase that so that I could help all the other babies. Bullshit. Yeah, it's just yeah. Um. Oh fuck. Um. By March, Chris, a very dear friend of mine is there. That concerns me. Um. I love how much factual information you have, Teresa. I can't talk about that stuff because I'm already actively being censored. I can't talk about any of it. Haven't used, I'm not allowed to use the words. I could be talking about pigs in a blanket and say the wrong word. Crazy, right? Yeah. And for anyone who's watching, is like, don't let them censor you. Well, I have to play by the rules if you guys want me to continue to have a channel. I don't really want to keep a channel, but it's gonna be hard to do my live streams. So yeah, no, that's crazy. It's just crazy shit going on. Crazy shit. Let's see. Uh-huh. For any of y'all who were in my class last week, look at Teresa's comment using that technology. No wonder, girlfriend. Your background is microbiology and cell science. Fuck yes. I'm a total sapiosexual. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't make you uncomfortable. But I just find intelligence so ridiculously attractive. Like, beautiful. I find the human brain to be something so ridiculously beautiful. Oh, y'all are in the land down under. Yeah, I've been hearing quite a few different really effed things coming out of there. I hope it's all false. I hope it's all like not true and just speculation, but I would not be surprised if it's really true. I forget her name, but someone from there was going to travel to come see me, and if I remember right, the shit that they were telling her to prevent her from coming was so out of hand, like emotionally manipulative. Yeah. Guinea pigs. Yes. Yeah. Wow. Where are you getting your information from, Chris? I mean, those are plausible numbers and statements you're making. It's a very real potential for that to be accurate. But I'm curious, where do you get your information? Oh, what is what true? Woo! Teresa, where did you find this? Did you y'all fuck. Okay, so here's the thing. I was gonna be like, Teresa, do you want to come live with me and talk about this? but we have to go live on my YouTube channel. Oh, no, not my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel. But I can't even bring you live because I deactivated my account, and therefore I can't use my Be Live. I can't use my live stream platform to bring on a guest because I deactivated all my accounts. And that's what I pay for. I pay for that shit, but they need your Facebook account. It's just some bullshit. Let's see. It was in a recent research article. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I love when people are open-minded and have the background, the professional training and background to make sense of these articles that are so difficult for the general populace to understand. Because unless you understand the terminology alone throws you for a loop. Your prime minister's main page. Fascinating. So it's not just like, you know, the memes and stuff on social media. Well, I mean, if it's the prime minister's main page, that's information they're releasing. Wow. So the area that I'm in Northern California, which is no secret. Last Saturday, they've, I guess, been saying this for a few days already. They go ahead and implement a curfew. Yo, I have not had a motherfucking curfew since I was 18 years old. What the fuck is this shit? I'm just saying. Like, really? Because of the subject matter. That's why. So from 10 p.m. until 5 a.m., you cannot be out unless you are, unless you have the hall pass. Unless you have the hall pass. That's in California. I know quite a few people in different counties, different areas, because California is pretty big. NorCal, SoCal, it's like they're two different states. I'm just saying. And in both NorCal and SoCal, there are sheriffs of counties that they're like, that's unreasonable. That's unreasonable. They're not going to enforce it. I don't know. I'm just kind of the mindset of like, I'm an adult. You know, I make decisions for myself. I don't just go out at all hours of the night and fucking lick doorknobs and shit or spit on like commonly touched public surfaces. You know what I mean? Like the infringement is just too fucking much at this point. So now you're telling me to sit my ass at home at 10 o'clock. That makes me want to go somewhere. I'm not even joking. It's 9:45 at night. Oh, I got to do something. Do y'all need anything from the store? It's true. Why don't you fucking try and enforce eating junk food? Maybe I'll stop doing that shit. I'm saying. Okay? I'm saying. The more you tell me not to do something, the more I want to do it, motherfuckers. And I'm wondering if that's what it is. They're trying to get you to do something. Well, shit, let me get out of this state first. I'll do some shit. I can't take care of my brother in jail, so I got to sit my ass at home. I don't know. Let's pull a few cards for the collective. Let's see what this fuckery is going to lead to. I already said curfew, so this video is fucked. God damn it. I already said curfew. 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 Fuck you. There we go. Oh, girl. Okay. Okay. Okay, these cards flipped over. Michael, tell us what's up. Tell us what's really up because I don't want to be eating my fucking store bought baked turkey and be interrupted in the middle of my fucking meal, people knocking on my door. Okay. I'm not about that business. So, card number 8, time. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. This flipped itself over. 9 of Winter. Unfounded fear, focusing on worst case scenarios, allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. All right, he just told us right there, it's gonna be fine. Stop fucking tripping, boo. Ooh. That's not good. Okay, so now here's the thing. So Teresa is talking about a specific compound that's used in Nanovax. It increases the uric acid levels in the body, i.e., renal problems. So, from my observation, specific galactic celestial lineages, filterings, ancestral heritage, ET shit. It makes it very difficult to filter out uric acid. I don't know how to explain it in a way that is intelligible, easily received. Increased inflammation, yes, they're trying to, from what I'm recognizing, they're trying to introduce xenobiotics into the bloodstream, things that are not meant to be in the bloodstream, partially digested food, chemicals, compounds, all sorts of shit. They're trying to introduce that. Who they are, I don't really care. I don't really know. I don't give a shit. But there's a real attempt to damage the gut flora because when you do that, what ends up happening is that's where your immune system is stored. Something like 70 or 80% of your immune system is your gut. Yep. Yes, Teresa. It compounds a problem that would have easily been mitigated through responsible exposure and immune boosting. It creates a rainstorm, a hailstorm of fuckery. So this is from my personal observation as a recovering germaphobe, OCD germaphobe. Not even trying to be cute with the letters. I'm pretty sure if I went in to be assessed, I'd have the clinical diagnosis of obsessive compulsive disorder or germophobia. Okay, it's legit. It was a fucking big ass issue for me. I used to sanitize every surface in my home multiple times a day. We were consistently sick because of that. Respiratory infections, all sorts of shit. Until finally one day, a former friend, he was selling Melaleuca, which is a subscription brand of natural cleaners, yada 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 yada. And I was talking to him about I needed to go buy more Lysol. And he was like, "The fuck are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I sanitize my home all the time." Well, he came over to tell me about Melaleuca. And he saw that I had soaked all of my dishes in extremely hot water, wearing my yellow rubber gloves. And then I proceeded to use antibacterial dish soap to scrub each one 2 times before I washed it off with more hot water and then put it in a sanitation cycle in my dishwasher. He goes, "Do you realize you washed that shit 3 times?" "Oh, I have to make sure it's clean." He goes, "You have a problem." "No, I don't. I just like shit clean." And he's like, "No, that's so unhealthy for you. The shit that you just put in there, And the antibacterial ingredient of antibacterial Dawn is actually a carcinogen. Let me get the exact name. Triclosan or something like that. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see what the ingredients are. Let's see. Oh, they changed it? I can't read that far. It's too small for me to read without my glasses. So after he watched me washing my dishes like that 3 times, he then proceeded to watch me use a Clorox solution to clean the rest of the surfaces in the kitchen, on my tables. He goes, "That's why you're always sick. You fucking killed all your bacteria." And I was like, "That's not even funny. Like, that's gross." And then something he said, I forget what he said exactly, but it was something along the lines of Lysol is a biocide. That means it kills anything biological, including your gut flora. And I'm like, "But I don't spray it in my mouth." And he was like, "You're leaving residue, biocide residue all over your home, and you're ingesting it, latent ingestion." So what ended up happening was I got a massive respiratory infection. Finally got one that was bad enough where I realized it's me inhaling all these commercial cleaners. And so I stopped using commercial cleaners. I stopped spraying Lysol and, all of that. And I switched to just a tablespoon of Castile soap in warm water, several drops of tea tree oil, and several drops of grapefruit seed extract. And you guys have to be careful about using tea tree oil. It's an endocrine disruptor. So if you have small children and, it's going to disrupt your endocrine, you have to be careful with how you use it. You have to be responsible with it. But yeah, and my respiratory infections stopped. I stopped having them. And I went from being consistently sick to, wow, I haven't been sick in a while. And then I switched to hand sanitizers, which then fucked me up again. And when I finally got over that and I stopped using sanitizer altogether, it's very rare for me to get sick. It's not common at all. And when I do get sick, it's usually pretty quick, just maybe 2-3 days. And then it's done with. I can't even pronounce those. I believe before, because this was like early 2000. Triclosan. Yeah, antibacterial and antifungal agent present in some consumer products, including toothpaste, soaps, detergent, toys, and surgical cleaning treatments. I think it was banned. In 2017, the FDA declared that triclosan is not generally recognized as safe and effective. Is triclosan a carcinogen? As a xenoestrogen, triclosan can displace estradiol from its receptors and potentially increase exposure, which has been a risk factor identified for the development of breast cancer. Let me see. I'll give you guys a link of what I was reading. I'll put it in the comments. You guys know there's a class action lawsuit for Johnson & Johnson baby powder. The talc apparently can be a contributing factor to developing, it was either ovarian or cervical cancer. What soap do you, on my body, or what do you mean? Yep. Present and cosmetics. To clean, I use a natural baby wipe. For the soap, for the dishes, eventually my sensitivity to chemicals became so pronounced that even if a little bit of the dishwater touched my skin, I would develop huge chemical burns from it. So now I use, I think it's by 7th generation for soap, for dish soap. And then sometimes I'll use Dr. Bronner's for body soap. Right now, I think because we are totally like just weird having, we didn't plan to be here that long. And so, all the things that I'd normally prepare for, I didn't get a chance to. So I think what we picked up was the original Ivory soap. It's supposed to be like a true soap or something. It hasn't made my skin break out, so I'm super sensitive what you do to my food and my environment. Super sensitive. Like we were here for the very beginning. Like we were here for like maybe a week or two already, and my brother, who the house belongs to, it's his house. He was starting to get sick since he owns his own gym. He's exposed to the public, and he thought he was coming down with a cold, and he freaked out, and he wanted to spray the whole house with Lysol and stuff. I'm like, if you do that, we can't stay. You're literally going to send my kids to the hospital. Like literally, do not spray anything in the house. Like, do not. It's so profound, the amount of damage that was done to my children from exposure to glyphosate living near a farm, that a few years later, when we occupied a rental property in Arizona, I don't know. It was, I had such a bad feeling about getting that house to begin with, just because. But I fucking told myself that, oh, we'll prove it to ourselves that we just trip in. And we moved in, and within 24 hours, we realized the interior of the dwelling was infested with ticks. I'd never seen ticks in my entire life. I was like, what the fuck is that? They're crawling on the floor, literally, inside the house, crawling on the floor. And I told the leasing office, at which point they had someone come out, and I explained to the man, like, hey, give me 1 second. I just have to get my kids in the car. Hold on. I need them to get out of the house first before you start spraying. And he goes, oh, no, this is perfectly safe. I've sprayed it all over myself for years. And he proceeds to spray. With my kids in the house. He sprayed my dog's bowl, her entire crate. We rushed the kids out. I was like, oh, fuck. And as we were leaving, I saw him spray my entire microfiber couch. And then my children had a very bad reaction, very bad episode, and we ended up having to leave the house altogether. My dog lost all her hair. All her hair. She looked like a bald fucking monkey. I was like, you fucking asshole, dude. I told you to fucking wait. But, at the same time, doesn't matter, because the way it continues to work is that it adheres to whatever surface. And even though the spray is dry, anytime something makes contact with that, it's going to kill it. And yeah. So we had to break lace. What compound was it? It was pesticide of some kind. It was let me see. Roundup, glyphosate. Roundup contains glyphosate. That's what he used, Roundup. That's the same thing that we were. Oh, lawsuit. Yeah, they sued us. They sued us, and they alleged that they were taking us to court proceedings for eviction. They were trying to evict us from a property we had legally vacated like 2-3 months before. And they were hoping that we wouldn't notice that they affixed a notice on the door of a clearly empty house, because you could see in the windows the blinds were left up, and they just taped it to the door. luckily the advocacy group that we went to help us with this, well, we were going to count that, this is years ago, we were going to countersue. So they lost that court proceeding because we showed all the documents to the judge. We showed that they received it because we sent everything certified mail, including the keys. So it was dismissed, and because they were pissed off that it was dismissed, this is a large rental company, leasing company. They work nationwide. And they don't just rent properties for owners. They own the properties they are renting. Okay. They own it. They are the owner. So because they lost that lawsuit, they went ahead and, I mean, they couldn't sue us for anything else. So they went ahead and filed a claim on our credit. Yeah, I finally just got that shit removed from my credit. Finally just got it removed. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. So yeah, we went to go talk to I forgot exactly what we were going to this lawyer for. We went back to Arizona. Arizona is fucking corrupt as hell when it comes to housing. It is corrupt as hell. Corrupt as hell. Yeah. Fuck that. I'm never living in Arizona again. Just fuck that. I'm good off that shit. So we went to another lawyer to talk about, potentially countersuing fraudulent claims on credit report, because that's fraud. That's flat out fraud, and I gave him all the documentation, and he told us, which fucking red flag, but again, I'm like, no, don't be like that. He just had a baby. He's going to help you. Yeah, no, before we left this lawyer's office, I forget his name now. He had all the original document of things. He said, yeah, no, this shouldn't be a problem because I have lunch with their legal team like at least once a month. We're actually really good friends. Bitch, why the fuck did you not see that as a red flag? I was like, isn't that conflict of interest? Yeah, it is. It's conflict of interest. But because I'm Piscean. I was like, no, he wouldn't do that. He just had a baby, Like, he knows what it's like to be a parent, and he wants to help us protect our children and yada yada. We never heard from him again. And I'm not sure if we paid him. I'm not sure if we paid him. Yeah, I'm not sure if we paid him. We probably should have went back to the same lawyer who got the eviction case just totally dismissed. We probably should have went back to him, but I think we didn't have the money for that. But yeah, this is some crazy ass shit, huh? So yeah, excuse me, that was like the final determining factor of like I'm not using any more I'm not using any more commercial cleaners, no disinfectants, none of that. You touch something infected, you rub your fucking hands like you're preparing for surgery. Rub it while you sing happy birthday. Because really, when you use antibacterial stuff, I mean, it's still on your hands. You're still ingesting that. Okay. Like, oh, I touched caca. I need to sanitize my hands. Well, the caca is still there. You've just, in theory, deactivated the living things that were part of the caca. In theory. Because if you don't use enough, it's not deactivating anything, it's not killing it off. Yeah. So I don't know, the world sucks, but then it doesn't also. It's really what you make of it. I'm happy to not be on an office where everyone is using Lysol and bleach cleaner to wipe off everything constantly. Yeah. I've told like at stores, they're like extra, which I applaud them for trying to be extra cautious, but I tell them please don't spray that until I'm done. Yeah, no, I want the germs. I would prefer the fucking germs. And then I'll clean my hands after I leave. What I don't get is this. So they want all of this stuff to be done, but they don't even differentiate between a used pencil or used pen and a cleaned pen. And then they have you touch the keypad that everyone else touches. No matter what, like if you think, well, I didn't touch anything, I used gloves. The thing in the store was touched by everybody. I don't know about you, but when I'm buying groceries, when I'm buying produce, I'm touching that shit. I'm even smelling it sometimes. Like, it smells ripe. I trust my immune system too. I do. I don't feel like I am impervious to illness. I feel like my immune system has been allowed to heal itself enough that if I was exposed to something, um, it will kick in, it will do its work. And yeah, it's just, and there's a lawsuit with them around. Oh, I called to see if I qualify, and it's to where like my child who was conceived and born in the house by the farms, he developed a life-threatening birth defect. He ended up having to have emergency surgery at like 2 or 3 days old. Like he literally almost died. Literally almost died. He literally almost had the entirety of his intestines almost died. That means for the rest of his life, he would have needed a colostomy bag. So, and that's been shown to be linked to exposure to glyphosate, which is the key component in Roundup. I called when I first became aware back in 2014, and the law firm said they couldn't represent my sons. Notice, more than one son. Couldn't represent my children because unfortunately my children are still alive and they don't have cancer. They don't have a cancer diagnosis. So gosh. Hold on. I was getting zapped by the fruit and vegetables yesterday. Didn't think I would drag my feet, but got so many shocks I must have been. Or maybe you're accruing so much energy from just the air. Tesla had technology that could harvest energy from the air, just from the air, and transport it distances to be utilized. And plus, you live in an arid type of environment, right? Because if it's like desert type air, um, that I find that tends to be much more conducive to producing energy. Like that. Oh, but it was humid yesterday. Wonder why. Oh, when they manipulate the weather, they say it changes the ionic charge of the atmosphere above you. I'm wondering if that's what you were reacting to, the change in charge of the ionic charge of your atmosphere. Wondering. Don't do it. Don't do it. She's still trying to protect me. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the world is just kind of gone crazy. And I'm just trying to reestablish my stability, my emotional stability. I noticed this morning after I finished my live stream, my fucking eyebrows were cray cray. They were super thick. I was like, that's just too intense, girl. That's just too intense. That's so interesting though. You were zapped by zucchinis. Excuse me. I think I want to sleep. It's only 5:30 in the evening. I think I want to sleep. I think I'm done. Let's see. Let's pull 2 more cards to see what will happen with the world over the next 2 weeks. Oh, Prince of Winter, intellectual, determined, focused, impulsive. Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem. The need to act quickly and decisively. Fucking A. Sudden or unexpected changes. I probably should have just never pulled a fucking card. How about that? Okay. And then card number 11, strength. Grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. Be both the lion and the lamb. Be both. Embrace all your parts. One more card. All right. Michael says one more card because he always wants me to pull out in 3s. The Hermit, find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. Ooh la la. Let's see. The Hermit came up in reverse. I don't have any of the meanings of the cards memorized because I'm not a tarot reader. Although I do read cards. My profession is not tarot reading, and I don't want to fake it with you guys. I don't have it in me to fake that I'm a reader. I just use the cards to keep my fucking wicked ass ADHD in check. Okay, imprudence, prematurity, incorrect advice, failure caused by dullness, overprudence resulting in unnecessary delay. So, hold on. Imprudence sometimes gets people in trouble because it means a lack of care or thoughtfulness. The imprudence of not wearing your gloves in the winter might result in frostbite on your fingers. A person's imprudence is her tendency to rush headlong into decisions or actions without careful contemplation. Synonyms of imprudent: unwise, injudicious, incautious. What's that? What? Your what? You're getting your clothes? Okay. Ill-judged, ill-conceived, impolitic, misguided, ill-advised, thoughtless, unthinking, improvident, irresponsible, short-sighted, foolish, careless, hasty, over hasty, rash. 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 The quick removal. We were just talking about rashes earlier. Symptoms of it. Rash. I don't know. Whatever's gonna happen to the world, I'm gonna take a fucking nap, okay? I'm gonna have to take a nap. Y'all gonna have to figure that out without me for a few minutes. I don't know what's supposed to happen. I really, like, Michael asks me, is that the truth? It is the truth. I don't know what's going to happen. Now he says, do you not know what's going to happen or do you not want to know? Both. Both. That's the God honest truth. Both. What does it serve us by trying to figure out in advance events? Does it serve us? Because really, from what I know, every time I think I have things figured out, which I probably have, the trajectory of the events is shifted. So then how does that serve me? It doesn't. It doesn't. I wasted all that time, energy, and focus on trying to parse answers that ended up not being answers after all. All I know is if the area I'm in is in imminent harm, is in way of imminent harm, I'm asked to leave. When I'm asked to leave, I leave. That's all I need to know. If the area I don't want to leave, I have to leave, I'm forced to leave. That's all I need to know. If I need something before it's completely all gone in the store, I get an urge to buy it before anyone else. I buy what I need, and then I go home and sit at home, and I'm perfectly fine. So there's no more need for us to like really go out of our way for this or that. Kind of just follow your intuition. If your intuition tells you to leave an area, leave an area. If your intuition is encouraging you to purchase something, purchase it if you have the ability to. Also hold space for yourself to be open to receiving that which you need right when you need it, because oftentimes we don't do that. Oftentimes we block the flow of that energy, and whatever we were supposed to receive, it ends up not reaching us, because at the very last minute we sabotage it by closing ourselves off and shutting ourselves down. And why do we do that? Well, because we don't believe ourselves. We don't believe in our ability to manifest the very things that we need when we need it. Nice, Carmen. For the first time in my life, I'm going with the flow of what my body intuition tells me to do. No planning because everything is in a fog ahead. Yes. Yes. It is very foggy. Do I feel like we're in some kind of danger? Yeah. You're in danger driving a car. You're in danger walking down the street. You're in danger owning an animal. You're in danger every time you take a bath, every time you turn on the stove. I mean, everything in life is dangerous. You're still here. Now, do you have to be afraid? I mean, if you want to be. If you need to be. If you feel you need to be. Am I afraid? No. Everything's always fine. I might be inconvenienced here and there, but everything always turns out fine. That's why I block the snake. Self-sabotage. Maybe self-sabotage, or maybe self-rejection. I'm more inclined to say you were rejecting the self, because it's hard for us to be who we actually are in front of the people we're with the most. Like family, all of that. We tend to be like, it's much easier for me to have these kinds of conversations with you guys than it is for my own like family, because it's weird. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? I can have these types of conversations with my kids and my husband, but like all my other relatives. My siblings have learned to just be like, "Oh, she's talking all kind of shit again." They just like in one ear out the other. Maybe I'll listen, maybe I won't. It was just 144.55. Nice. But yeah, cousins and things like that. Like I have a cousin who can't even look me in the eye. He's scared. He hadn't seen me in a few years, and when I came back and he found out that I basically work as an exorcist, he can't make eye contact with me. No. He just like I enter a room, he's like like cousin, what's up? Give me a hug. He's like yeah, like and then his wife's hella cool, right? Well, I don't know if they're married, but she's like his wife to me. All right, our other cousins talking, and they talked about how I'm an exorcist, and he goes, "So what? Whoa, what? What?" She's a what? Exercise. She exercises. Oh my gosh. Well, see, that's the thing. My children and my husband, they create such a safe space for me. Such a safe space. They make it so easy for me to just be me. Like I still this is gonna sound so stupid. It is. I still like get really embarrassed when people know what I do for work. I'm not ashamed per se, but it's just weird. It's weird. I don't It's weird. To me, it's weird. It's weird that I can't just sit there quietly and do the work. The fact that I use my hands to reinforce what I'm doing energetically is just kind of weird to me. And I'm like the queen of avoidance. If it makes me uncomfortable for whatever reason, I like to avoid it. And so that makes me uncomfortable. And I said I was going to live stream in my brother's workspace, but I'm right beside the wall in the corner of the room on the massage table. And my husband totally was like, "No, she can't do it there because she needs space for her arms." I was like, "I do." I do. I need space for my arms. Y'all think I'm all badass and stuff, and I'm so not. I'm so not. I'm the furthest thing from badass. What? Okay. All right. It is unusual what I do. A lot of people find it hard to accept. I'm a subatomic engineer. I do subatomic recodement, retune. This girl. Jojo's fighting the blanket. Bruh, come here. Come here. Look at this. It's all folded. We're about peace in this room. No fighting. No violence. Just peace. Inhale the light of your truth. Exhale the darkness of your doubt. Just breathe. You're a peaceful being. Here for love. See? That's all. That's all she needed. She's like, "Oh, I'm here for peace. I'm here for love." I don't know if you guys can hear it. She's actually deep breathing. Can you guys hear it? You can't hear it. It's too far. Okay. There you go. You've already had the demons exercised. All right. I do rid evil. Nah, I don't deal with evil. I deal with the extraction of inorganic coding. Psst. Come here. She's planning something. All right, I gotta get going. You guys want to say bye to Joy? Joy, come here, Joy. Come here, girl. Come here, mama. Come here. Come here. Don't do an army crawl right when you get to me. I want to say bye to you, Joy. Does she look like she's smiling? Joy. She's like, bye, guys.